Hey guys, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. We are wrapping up holiday card season here with the class packet. This is the Stamp-A-Stack Festive Tags Stamp-A-Stack. This Stamp-A-Stack is a 15 card Stamp-A-Stack based on the Festive Tags kit. Now, it makes 15 cards, 5 each, and we're going to just modify the tags slightly, embellish them a bit with some die cut banners and decorative squares and circles. We're going to add a little bit more ribbon instead of just the twine, and then embellish with leaves, sprigs, and berries, and really turn this tag kit into a gorgeous stack of 15 holiday cards. So this is design number 1. We're going to do all 5 designs in one video because a lot of the steps are repeat from card to card. All right, that's the idea. It's to help you get your cards done quick for the holiday. If we have class packets still available for this Stamp-A-Stack, you can check out kitchentablestamper.com/shop. When you get there, on the right hand side or on the bottom, if you're on a mobile device, filter for class packets. You'll be able to see if we have any of these still available. The class makes 3 each of these designs, and we're going to start with Joy, then we'll make the Noel Tree, and then Be Merry will be our 3rd design. Our 4th, this Merry Christmas with the ornament, and our 5th, this Pointa For You. All right, so let's get started. We've got a lot to do. I'm only going to make 1 of each card. Your class packet has all of the punching done for you, the die cutting done for you, and you include your basic white envelope, your card bases. They're already scored. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all of the cards from the envelopes. We're going to burnish the score line, and we're going to add that plaid to the front. It's a beautiful little detail that turns this tag kit into really happy holiday cards. So we've got our pool party card base. Let me just set these aside. In the kit, you got your swoopy square. This is the handmade tags. We cut this for you, split it in half, and it's ready to go. We've also done the cutting for you for your leaves and sprigs, and they'll either have 2 Lost Lagoon leaves and 1 garden green sprig, or vice versa. Some of the designs have 2 garden green leaves and 1 Lost Lagoon sprig. We did all of that ahead for you using this heroic bow builder punch. We did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leaves for you, but that's okay. We want to help you get your holiday cards out. All right, so we've got the pieces from the tag kit for this design. You're going to take the Flirty Flamingo with polka dots, the white with gold trim and piercing, the wreath, and then I've got my handy dandy sticker sheet for the greeting right here. Your tag kit comes with dimensionals and with with gold dingles. I've got those handy too. Your class packet had a 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 piece of red. This is real red and Flirty Flamingo, so you could do your choice of berries. All right, so let's go ahead. We got a whole bunch of cards to make, and we're going to start with the background. So let me show you that. I've got the sketched plaid background. You can order this at marisalvarez.stampin'up.net, or you can substitute a background of your choice. I love the style of the sketched plaid with the style of the tags. We don't want to outshine our tags, so I chose Versamark. Versamark will give you a nice sketched plaid pool party on pool party kind of a look. And the other part is with the Versamark, you can just keep inking and stamping until you've done all 15 card bases, and it's just really fast. which is important this time of year when we've got so many cards to get out. All right, you're gonna take your card base, just drop it right on top of the inked stamp. It is a very linear design, so you wanna be careful that you get the design level. And we're gonna burnish this with our fingers, transferring the image onto the card. All right, and there is our sketched plaid. All right, that is our background stamping, and we'll do all the cards right now. Let's go ahead and assemble our Joy tag. I've got my dimensionals that come with the kit. I'm going to divide these. I like to cut all the way down the first row until almost the last dimensional, and then same with the second row. Half a dimensional is just so much easier to work with, and really that's all you need sometimes, or that's all you can handle it sometimes, because this wreath is very thin. We're going to just add a few points here to support it. Uh-oh, stuck it to my thumb. All right, now adhere the two tags together. I'm just going to use a little liquid glue here. Center these right on. And we'll add our wreath. In the center of the wreath, we'll add the word joy. I love that it's just peel and stick. Your best friend for this Stamp-A-Stack is going to be glue dots. We're going to roll off some glue dots here, and we're going to put them on the back of the leaf. And we'll adhere these to the back of the tag with the glue dots. Makes it pretty fast and easy. Then we can add our little sprig. I'm going to grab another little glue dot here. I'm going to kind of crunch it up, scrunch it up, and then I'm going to add that right in there too, behind the loop. All right, so we've got our beautiful greenery, our adorable tag. Let's add a little pop of color and some interest. Makes your cards a little different from everybody else's tag kit tags, right? That little pop of color. And then this beautiful plaid background. And you'll notice that I am gluing down the tag, and I haven't put the ribbon through yet, and there's a reason for it. There's a method for my madness. All right, bear with me here. Hang with me. So for each of these tags, you're gonna cut some either garden green ribbon or real red ribbon. You need about 4.5 inches. And what we're gonna do is cut our 4.5 inches right here, and then we're gonna cut 4.5 inches for all 15 cards, right? So we've got 4.5 inches there, and you'll see as we move on to the next one, I've done this step ahead for all of the cards. Now the tag is glued to the card, and this is gonna make it super easy. Just slide the ribbon through, fold it up, loop the twine. I've already cut the baker's twine. This is about 13, maybe 14 inches. Now you are not going to have enough baker's twine in your tag kit to make these tags this way. But never fear, if you order the class packet, kitchen table, stamper.com/shop, if we still have some available, I went ahead and bought black and white baker's twine that I could include in this kit as my free gift to you so that you would have enough black and white twine to do the entire set of cards this way. And with these big loopy bows on each tag, it does take more twine than just doing a loop of twine to hang the tag. So I went ahead and bought some really nice stuff, and you'll get in with your kit, my gift to you, 10 yards of this twine in addition to what comes in the kit. All right, let's go ahead and trim the tails. I also have to say that it's really nice twine, very nice twine, nicer than the stuff that was in the kit. Now we've got our Dingles from the kit. We're gonna add a little bit of sparkle. You can do 2 on every card and still have a couple left over. And I have the red cardstock here. We did not cut your little 1/4-inch berries for the packet. What we did do though was give you a nice big sheet of real red cardstock. You can just grab a standard office supply hole punch and punch your little 1/4-inch circles to be your berries. You can have your choice of real red, or we're going to use Flirty Flamingo on the next card because you'll have plenty of both. You can do this with a standard office size punch, or you could use like a 3-hole punch if you have one of those. If you don't have a 1/4-inch circle punch, I have a Amazon link for you. There's no reason why every paper crafter shouldn't have a 1/4-inch circle punch. So I've got my little red berries ready to go. How I like to do these, and we're in a hurry, we got a lot of cards to make, right? So I like to put 3 drops of glue on the card where I want the berries to live. I like to remove the lid from my piercing tool, remove the piercing tool, and put the lid back on the spatula side. Now you've got a take your pick tool that will pick up the dots with the putty ends and make them very easy to place right in those waiting dots of glue with the pick end. You're just going to make adding all the berries to your 15 cards super fast. And that, my friends, is design number 1. All right, let's move on to design number 2. Design number 2 is this Noel Christmas tree card. I'm going to put aside my red berries, and we're going to grab the Flirty Flamingo piece from the kit, and we're going to punch ourselves some Flirty Flamingo berries. And you'll get plenty of berries out of that. Put them over here for now. And you'll see, as you're taking a look at what I've brought over, our plaid is already ready already. The pieces that came in the kit, what we did for you, are your 2 leaves and your sprig, Garden Green and Lost Lagoon. We're going to go ahead and get those on some glue dots. Now they're all ready to go. That'll make it nice and fast. We've got a banner. We cut this for you from real red cardstock. We used the largest banner from the Stylish Shapes if you're cutting your own. We've got about 14 inches of black and white baker's twine, about 4.5 inches of real red ribbon. If I haven't mentioned it to you already, the real red and garden green combo pack is included in the packet. kitchentablestamper.com/shop to see if we've got any left. All right, we've also taken from our tag kit the Lost Lagoon with the gold reinforcer, little fishtail banner. This one with the green reinforcer and the Lost Lagoon stripes, the Christmas tree. And we're going to add just a little bit of stamping to this one. I think these little touches are the things that make this kit your holiday cards. It's not a kit anymore. They're your holiday cards once you add these fun little details. So what I decided on was the snowflakes from the Very Cute stamp set. So if you follow along and you've gotten our other Stampa stacks for the holiday season, you know that Horse and Sleigh, we did the plaid background, and in Very Cute we did a Stampa stack for that one. So if I've been helping you all along getting your holiday cards done, you'll be reusing stamp sets from our previous stacks, and we did that on purpose. All right, so we've got our tags and our Lost Lagoon ink pad, the snowflakes from Berry Christmas. Of course, you can use any snowflakes you have. And all we're doing is just breaking up the white a little bit and making this kit our own custom design. So we'll stamp those tags with those snowflakes. And now we can assemble the tag. I've got my liquid glue here, and I'm going to adhere the smaller tag to the larger tag. And then we're gonna add the red banner. What a gorgeous pop of color, right? And it's a little bit further left than right because of all these sprigs that we're putting in here. So to have a little bit longer on the left side, not much. You don't want the Lost Lagoon tag to show inside of the cleft of your banner. We're going to add a few dimensionals on our little focal image here. And we can pop that on. And I'm not burnishing this one down yet because we have our leaves here. I want to make sure everything looks gorgeous. Just tuck those under, and this little guy too. Good, looks good. We're going to do the same procedure for this one where we glue down our tag. Don't glue the reinforcer across the top. You don't want that. And then we can give that a second to grab. Let's add our berries. 3 drops of glue. By the last card design, you're going to have this down. And take your pick tool with 2 hands. We're going to just drop those little flirty flamingo berries right around the sprig. I love it. Where's those dingles? 2 dingles per card. Now that's probably dry enough, and it really does help with tying this bow. You can hold the card down while you wrap the twine and tie, and you don't have to do it with a tag just kind of flapping around on the end of the ribbon. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and tie an anchor knot, and then dominant hand loops up, non-dominant hand swoops over the top, tuck and pull, and with the card here you can just hold it down and it stays in place while you tie it up. That, my friends, is card design number 2. Let's trim away the excess twine and clean up the ends of our ribbon. I don't know if I cleaned up the ends of the ribbon on our first design. And there it is. We're gonna have to find my little sticker sheet again here, because the last touch is our Noel greeting. It's pick and stick, but since we're going off the edge of the tree element, you might want a little piece of dimensional here to support this side so it doesn't stick like downhill. This is raised on dimensionals, so you want this end of Noel on dimensionals too. All right, now moving on to design number 3. We're going to do my favorite design right in the middle here. I love the snowman. I just do. He's definitely my favorite. He was cute to start with, but our banners are going to, and sprigs and leaves are going to add a pop of color that are just really extra special. Again, making a tag kit into your holiday cards, right? So we're going to take the pieces from the kit, the tag kit, that are this black and white plaid, this pool party, our snowman. The kit has the pool party card base. I've already stamped it with the plaid. We've cut for you a banner from Lost Lagoon and a banner from Real Red using the Stylish Shapes dies. Our leaves are the Garden Green and Lost Lagoon sprig. Let's go ahead and start with our stamping here. I'm going to slide over these pieces, grab some glue dots for my leaves, and then slide them aside. All right, those guys are ready to pick and stick. I'm going to grab my Lost Lagoon ink pad and the snowflakes from Very Cute again. Now this one we're going to go off the edges a little bit. Let's see. I've got a little scrap of copy paper here. We're going to ink and stamp some snowflakes in the bottom right corner and the top left corner. Doesn't it just add such a nice texture? The Lost Lagoon on the printed pool party tag. I just love that small detail. I think it makes such a difference. All right, then get our sample in there nice and tidy. Let's layer up our tags. Uh-oh, I have an inky finger. Hopefully it got only the back. Oh, good. Don't you love when you put the inky fingerprint on the back of the project instead of smack dab in the middle of the front of the project? Inky fingers happen, man, even to me. All right, so we've got our gorgeous black and white plaid with our stamped layer. Now, what we're going to do is add these little banners so that they go kind of cattywampus across the front of the tag, kind of dry fit, line them up the way that you want them to look. Then you're going to add liquid glue, add your snowman the way that you want it to look. How high do you want it? How far to the right or left? And then once those are secure, we're going to get some dimensionals and we'll flip over our snowman and banners. We know that they're exactly where we want them, and we will secure it with some dimensionals. So our banners are further secured. They're exactly where we want them. I'm gonna pop this little guy right on, back where we had them. Cute. Let's stick our leaves. Gonna put these to the back. And then this little guy can go right across. Scrunch up that glue dot. Gonna go right across here. So stinking cute. I love this one. All right, we can adhere to the card. Don't go above the loop. Once again, this guy on the card. Love him. We'll grab our greeting. I've got Be Merry this time. I'm just mixing and matching them. I like the way that these are. They're a little bit different suggestions in the tag kit, and that's okay. And I'm gonna go right across the edge here. I want it off the edge a little bit and then across the snowman. That gave our tag just a little bit of time to be secured to the card. Slide under, fold your ribbon, loop around the ribbon with the twine. About 13-14 inches is plenty. Gonna tie it. And then once it's tied, it's really pretty secure. Loop, swoop, tuck, pull. So much easier when it's on a card. We need ribbon, scissors to trim the tails. And we'll clean up the top of our ribbon. My favorite part on this card, well, I think my favorite part is the double banners, but I also really love the berries. Let's get our berries. And every card does not have to be the same. This one has 2 on this side and 1 on this side, but this one's gonna look better with the 2 on this side. So that's what I'm doing. Like, they're your cards, and everyone does not have to be exactly the same. That's okay. So you'll see I'm going to put one over here and one over here and one over in the branches here. Let's get some dingles, and we are more than halfway done with our Stamp-A-Stack of 15 cards now. 5 designs, 3 of each. Let's move on to design number 4. Now design number 4 is this Merry Christmas with the ornaments. All right, let's take a look at it. Our card base, of course, is stamped with the plaid. We've got our 4.5 inches of ribbon, our 13 inches of twine. Got another one of these banners for you. They're just the perfect way to add a pop of color, and it's cut from the skinny, long skinny one from Stylish Shapes out of real red cardstock. Our greenery for this one is cut with the bow punch, and we have 2 garden green leaves, 1 sprig. Let's go ahead and adhere our pieces together. We're going to liquid glue the ornament to the tag and the little tag to the big tag. There we go. And then we can add our banner to the tag. Isn't that pop of color just glorious? All right, let's let that dry for just a second while we get some glue dots on our sprigs. You can use liquid glue for these if you want to. That is entirely up to you. There are our leafy sprigs ready to go. We're going to just adhere them to the back of the tag. This little guy, you gotta scrunch that glue dot around the stem. And you'll slide that one right underneath. Get that greenery, isn't it great? All right, let's adhere our tag to the card. You know by now, don't put the adhesive above the loop. add it to the card about center, top to bottom, but off to the right because we got to leave room for the ribbon. Let's go back to our words and grab the Merry Christmas greetings. I like to do Christmas Merry when I'm putting these greetings on. It's just a little bit easier for me to work from the bottom up. I'm going to overlap the ornament a little bit and stack my greetings. Looking good. Can you believe how fast these are? I hope that you get in on the class packet. At the filming of this video, we only have 5 left. We're going to add our little dingles. Then we can do our ribbon. Slide through. If you want to, after you've got your ribbon secure and you've got your cards pretty well assembled, if you want to go back and add any extra glue dots behind the greenery or add little pieces of dimensional, you're going to have plenty of dimensional from the kit. Add little pieces of dimensional on some of the bigger leaves at the end. You'll get a little more security and a lot more dimension, a lot more visual interest. So think about if you want to secure those leaves any further. Quarters of the dimensionals from the kit are going to make a really nice dimension on that greenery. And there's our bow. You can also put a little glue dot right behind the knot of your twine to just further secure and keep that nice and tidy as it goes through the mail. Depends on how long you wait to make your tag kit after you get it, and if you're in a hurry. You got a little extra time, go ahead and add those little extra adhesive bits. Even if not, it moves along very quickly. You can still get these cards done and out in time for the holidays. All right, there is our Merry Christmas ornament card. All right, let's move on to our final design in the Stampin' Stack. It's this Pointa For You card. I love this card. It's got the little something extra. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the Merry Melody embossing folder. This is one that we used with the Festive and Fun Stampin' Stack. So like I said, we're reusing all the things that we've already done for holiday cards to give you a little extra use out of them. We've punched a decorative circle from Basic White for you if you've got the kit. We've punched 2 Lost Lagoon leaves and 1 garden green sprig. We've got 4 inches of garden green ribbon and about 13 inches of black and white twine. Now we're going to set aside everything and grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine so that we can add a little texture to this decorative circle. It's going to just really elevate this. And like I said, we are turning this tag kit into your holiday cards. That gorgeous texture there is really going to elevate this stack. So our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is 1 and 4 for the Merry Melody. And we're going to line up this circle so that the Merry Melody runs across nice and level. The only thing you really have to watch on this one is this at the beginning of the line of music. That's the only thing that I think goes directional. So be careful of that when you're adding the texture onto this circle. All right, we've got everything lined up nice and level. Let's pop it in and give it a crank. If you were careful about it, you could do all 3 of your Basic White circles in this folder at one time. They'd all fit. But if you're like me and you're kind of clumsy, I like to line it up along the bottom, get it in there right, give it a crank, and then I will do all of them one at a time just to make sure that my music runs level across my circle. And that is the gorgeous texture that we get. It's just a little something extra, don't you think? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the pieces that we've got from the kit. We've got the red and white fishtail banner, this pretty frame with the Lost Lagoon and gold, and we're going to glue these two together. We'll add some dimensional to the back of the poinsettia. And we can pop that on the tag. You'll notice that we're doing a horizontal tag instead of a vertical tag like it suggests in the kit. We really are making it our own. Get the For You greeting. And we'll pop that on there. It's gonna go past the poinsettia just a little bit, so we can grab another little skinny piece of dimensional here. And we'll lift that up and support that greeting. It's sticky there, and we don't want it to like smash down our dimensional poinsettia. So we do want to add a little extra support there. Let's add the decorative circle to the card. And let's make sure it opens the right way. And it goes in the bottom left. I'm not going to burnish it down until I know that I like the placement of our tag, and that's going to go about there. Oh, I almost forgot my little leaf sprigs. That's okay, we can add those guys right in. You can use glue dots all the way. It really does make a difference in how fast these come together, but liquid glue on the stems works also. It's going to be just a little bit slower process with the liquid glue, but it looks very lovely, and with just a little bit on the stem is all you need. It's pretty easy. And just slide that underneath there. And our sprig, same thing. Add a little glue on the stem and slide it underneath there. Isn't that pretty with that pop of garden green? All right, give our tag just a second. I'm going to grab the gold dingles before we thread the tag and embellish. And we'll do 2 of these per card. There it is. We can slide our green ribbon through the loop and wrap with the baker's twine. Tie a nice tight knot. Loop, swoop, tuck, and pull, which is much easier when you're holding the card down instead of flopping a tag around to get the ribbon through. I hope that you enjoyed this Stamp-A-Stack. It has been a very exciting and fun one for me to put together. There is a matching gift bag tutorial that we'll link to on the blog. And if you've got any questions about the Stamp-A-Stack, about, I don't know, the projects, if there's anything that we can do to help you stay crafty, you can email us, staycrafty@kitchentablestamper.com, and shop Stampin' Up! 24/7. Buzz over to MarisaAlvarez.stampinup.net to see if there are any class packets still available for this Festive Tags Stamp-A-Stack. Buzz over to kitchentablestamper.com/shop filter for class packets. We just had 5 left at the filming of this video, so you might be able to still get in on one. And there is our final design in the stack. 15 cards. We really made this tag kit our own, don't you think? It's just gorgeous. We've got our For You poinsettia, our Merry Christmas ornament, my favorite, the Be Merry Snowman, our Noel Christmas tree, and our Joy wreath tag. Ha! Well, thank you for joining me. If there's anything I could do to help you stay crafty, reach out. I'll see you in the next video.